Success. So find a comfortable position where you want to settle, seated or lying down. Just check if your energy levels, whatever you feel drawn to. And when you reach that place, close your eyes. And starting with some simple mindfulness, focusing on exactly how your body's feeling. Giving yourself a few moments just to settle. Let go of the day. Prepare for the practice. And just simply check in. Notice the quality of your thoughts, your emotions. And if you're not feeling 100%, it's perfectly fine. Simply notice, register that this is the case, and move on. Feel the flow of your breath exactly as it is. If it's constricted, if it's shallow, again, acknowledge this state of affairs and keep breathing. If you're lying down, pull your shoulders away from your ears. If you're seated, lengthen through the spine. With each inhalation, invite an uplifting quality, a lightness and expansion, wherever you can feel the breath in your body. And with each exhale, imagine, visualize, or give yourself permission to start letting go of anything that's weighing you down, anything that doesn't serve you. And by which I mean any frustration, any tension, begin to deepen your breath. So feel it all the way down at the belly button. Allow yourself to breathe fully. So just at the beginning and at the end of the practice, I encourage you to really release and loosen your belly. So embrace your Buddha belly. We all have one. But as we go through the practice, I always invite you to find that toning in the abdomen, that firming and activation of the deep core muscles. But just for now, breathe deeply and fully, sipping in as much air as you can. And with each exhalation, noticing that your body becomes more relaxed, the mind more settled. The Natarajasana pose we're working towards today, also known as the dancer's pose. So as I previously mentioned, it's one of the standing balancing postures that invites a back bend to it, but you can make it as accessible, as hardcore as you wish. It's one of the easiest ones to modify. The symbolism behind this pose is that the pose is meant to embody the dance of bliss, the Ananda Tandava concept in the yogic philosophy. So you find the strength and to open your heart and to dance the dance of life regardless of what obstacles life throws at you. And Ananda Tandava also means or embodies the rhythm, the flow, the fluctuations that are an inherent part of life, and can also bring you to reflect on what you need to let go of to create space for the new, the better things to come. And in order for this transformative process to take place, you need some agni. And Agni is the transformative fire in the yogic philosophy. So yes, we need to create some heat to be able to find that transformation. So think of a quality that you would like to have more of in your life, or something you need to let go. You can throw into that symbolic fire. And that will be your affirmation for the practice. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sigh out. And then open your eyes. If you're lying down, bring yourself up into a seated position. We're going to start with opening through the shoulders. I'm going to do the shoulder flossing. You can do it seated cross-legged or just sitting on your heels, whatever you prefer. Find an appropriate width of the strap. I'd always suggest starting wider and then you can make it a bit more narrow. The key is that you keep the hands at the same height the whole time as you bring the strap behind you, lower down, and then breathing in your return. So just work with your breath. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed. Pull onto the strap so that you find eccentric contraction in the deltoids, in the muscles over the shoulder girdle. And if you think that this is easy or pleasant, then you probably need to make it a bit more narrow because you remember as a general rule of thumb, if you wince, it's worked. So allow the movement to be fluid and smooth. And then find a spot that feels the tightest and stay there. See how you can gently soften your body, how you can work with the breath so you find some kind of peace, that you're not wishing to run away from this. And then gently release the strap, give your shoulders a little shake. Can keep the strap next to the mat. And then just drop one ear towards the same shoulder. See how your neck feels. Keep breathing deeply. And notice what's going on in the body. If you want to, you can extend the opposite arm. Bring the chin slightly down. Maybe you discover new layers of tightness, or maybe something releases. If you want to deepen it slightly, you can just rest the hand on your head. Maybe you bring the other one on the shoulder, and to find that expansion through this area, but never push it. Because if your neck or shoulders feel tight, it's for a reason and you can aggravate it. So really listen to how your body feels. Then gently release, bring the head back to the center, pause, and then go the other way. So start easy, and then after a couple of breaths, when you feel that, okay, I'm ready to explore, then see if you want to bring one hand or use both hands. Maybe dip the chin down. Stay focused on your breath. And easy does it. And then return to the center. You can bobble your head from side to side. And then look over one shoulder. Keep both of the shoulders down. Just check your available range of motion. And then inhale back to the center. Exhale, look over the other shoulder. So if both sides don't feel even, don't force it. Just accept that this is what it is. Maybe you slept funny. Just breathe. And then come back to the center. A couple of head rolls. So move really slowly. Close your eyes if it feels good. Keep lifting the chin up to open through the throat. And just feel how the whole head is connected to your shoulders. After a couple of times, switch direction. And return to the middle. Okay, so come to sitting on your bum, and there are two options you can do it. So either do a seated version, so cross your left leg over the right and you support yourself with the hands, or you, if this doesn't feel great, you can do it on your back. So then you'd bring the leg in and focus on pushing the left knee out. But if you fancy doing it from the seated position, try something new. Then, like this, prop yourself with the hands, and the closer you keep the right foot and you push the chest towards the left leg, the more you will feel it in the outer left hip. Keep the left foot flexed, the spine is long. And send your breath to where you feel most sensations. Just try to soften and explore how they change. And then you can gently bend your arms to switch the legs and then see how that feels. If it feels good, then walk the foot, shimmy your bum closer, find broadness across the collarbones, and notice what's present. And then gently release. Gonna move into Purvattanasana. So Rosie, just see how you feel with the wrist when we do that. You can do it on with the forearms down, but it's gonna be harder, definitely. But you can do it. So, feet as wide as your outer hips, hands behind you, but the fingers point the same way as your feet. So you need to have them like quite far, but not too far. So you'll be able to lift your hips up. So first of all, roll the shoulders in, and then pressing down through the base of the thumbs and the index fingers. As you inhale, lift the hips up. So hold it here, squeeze your glutes. If it feels good, you can dip the head all the way back, but if not, keep it up. Squeeze the thighs together and breathe. Notice where the challenge is in this pose, whether it's in the shoulders, in the core, in the legs, and then gently bring it down. You can release the arms and the legs. Breathe into your chest. We're going to do it one more time. So prepare, internal rotation of the shoulders. Press down through the hands, through the feet, and as you inhale, lift up. Try to keep your body in one plane. And then exhale, slowly descend. One more option, an invitation to go deeper. This version is harder because it requires more core work and integration with the muscles in the lower back, but it's less taxing on the shoulders. So see how you feel. So bring the feet together, hands behind you, the same position. Draw the navel in, and then as you inhale, lift up. Just see what version you want to do. Keep pressing the feet down, lift the hips up. Feel the fire burning. Keep breathing, I'm with you, just a couple more breaths. And then gently lower down. Well done. Shake your arms. Scoot your bum and then lower down. So feet stay in the same position as they were for the previous posture. Arms beside you, moving into bridge. So you already know bridge. You press the pelvis, the lower back down so you can peel your tailbone off the mat as you shift the hips up. So use the arms to support you here as you inhale, lift up and stay. So feel the connection with the ground. Notice where the strength of this pose is coming from. Gently squeeze the thighs in just to re-establish the internal rotation of the thighs. That helps you broaden through the sacrum. One more breath in. And as you exhale, slowly bring it down. Gonna come up one more time. So inhale and either stay here or you can interlace the fingers behind you. Walk the shoulders in so you can further open through the chest. Keep shifting the hips up towards the sky. Notice what's going on. Try to relax through the jaw and your forehead. And then as you exhale, gently release the hands and bring yourself all the way down. So pause for a moment. Maybe feet as wide as the mat, knees falling in, constructive rest pose. Deep breathing, all is good. Moving into flowing bridge, so bring the feet as wide as the hips. And this time you want to synchronize the movement with your breath. So as you breathe in, you shift the hips up and your arms over your head. As you exhale, slowly bring yourself down. So it doesn't matter how fast you move, but that you move for the whole duration of both inhalation and exhalation. So do it 3 times following your own breath. So feeling each and every movement in the body, all the muscles activating as you transition. And then when you're ready, when the inhalation becomes an exhalation, slowly reverse it. So 2 more. And when you're ready, stay in constructive rest pose, breathe and feel the energy in the body, feel the breath. So then roll yourself up, cross the legs, so hide the feet so you can transition onto all fours. Moving into Anahatasana, so melting heart pose. So this is our regular, as to speak, for backbending practice because it's so good. You can use it with a block if you know that your chest is pretty open, or without. Bring the thumbs together and keep the hips more or less over the knees. And then walk the hands as far away from you as you can. Wrap the shoulder blades around the upper back and then drop the forehead down. So keep lifting the tailbone up. Draw the belly button in for stability in the pelvis. And focus on drawing the armpits down towards the mat. So really surrender into the pose, into the experience, take it all in. If it's hard, acknowledge it's hard. If you enjoy it, also acknowledge that. And then walk the hands closer in towards your shoulders so you can push yourself up and pause for a moment. So how was it? How do your shoulders feel? How's your upper back? An invitation to go a little bit further. So if you didn't use a block, you can use a block. If you use the block, you can go even higher. And just make sure that the hips are over the knees, because quite often I do this-ish, and then I'm like, yeah, this is great. But actually, when I then check what's going on, and then I try to come into the pose, then I can feel the challenge. So meet yourself where you are. Drop down. Maybe you can drop the chest down, probably not the chin, because you don't want to apply too much pressure. And just a couple of breaths here. Relax your upper back. And then inhaling, push yourself up. Walk off the block. You can move it to the side. Staying in all fours, extend your right leg back. So first of all, just feel what's going on in the pelvis and try to gauge what your body is doing in space, so the proprioception, and try to keep the leg parallel. So you can look over the shoulder. Yes, this is more or less it. And then as we're working with back bends, we want to find that anterior pelvic tilt. So you drop the belly down so you can lift the leg even higher towards the sky. So it's like moving through cat and cow. So you drop your belly down and then extend the leg. Maybe you bring the arm, so the opposite arm out. Gaze down or at the tip of your nose. Try to find as much of that archness, is that even a word? Arch in your back, through the leg, lifting up. Feel the heat. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, round your back, so elbow to knee. 3 more times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Breathe in and out. 1 more for good luck. Inhale and stay, and gentle bounces. So if you're not using your arm, just do it with the leg. If you've got both arm and leg extended, just do that. And then release. Shake it out. Let's do the other side. So first of all, try to keep the leg just straight so that you're learning how to use your body without looking. And then you can check if it's more or less where you want it to be. And then we're moving into this cow position. So drop the belly, find the arch in the back, and then lift the leg as high as you can. Try not to tense your neck or the shoulders. Gaze down. Strong energy line all the way to the tips of your toes. And then if you want to, you can extend through the right arm. Stabilize through the left shoulder. Brace your core, so that will provide you some grounding. Inhale. And then exhale, round, push the mat away. 3 more times. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. And this time lengthen through the body, arch through the back, and gentle pulses. So feel the lift of the leg originating from your lower back. Just a little bit more. And then come to the center. Push the mat away for cat. Squeeze your belly. And slide back for child's pose. Knees together apart. Do whatever you please with your arms. A couple of breaths to rest. To get used to that fire. Then as you inhale, back to all fours, step your right foot outside of the right hand. Moving into modified lizard, so shift your hips forward and down, and notice how that feels. So if you need to deepen the pose, you can slide your back knee towards the back of the mat. Spine is long and chest is broad. Keep dropping the left hip down. This will come in handy when we attempt the dancer's pose. If it feels appropriate, you can drop down to your forearms, but don't force it. Just see how it feels. Breathe through anything that's coming up. And then walk your hands in. Leave the left hand down as you bend the left leg. So if you can't reach for the right foot with the right hand, you can use a strap. But if you can, grab the foot, your leggings or your ankle, then do that. Again, from this position, you want to drop the hips down, maybe very gently bring the foot closer to your bum. It's a good extension of the hip and what we've just been doing in the lizard pose, but also a fabulous quad stretch. And if you don't think it's fabulous, you should do it more often. So no, the quads are always tight, so regardless of how many years of practice you've got behind your belt, this one is still a pain. So then gently release. Slide your hips back, flexing through the right foot, so you can come onto your fingertips, just briefly stretching out through the back of the right leg. Notice how that feels. And then rebend the front leg, make your way into all fours. Reach the right leg back and up, and this time see if you can grab hold of it with the left hand. So again, if you need a strap, use a strap. So for this, it's useful to do what were practicing in the repetitions. So open through the spine, so drop the belly down, lift the leg high, and then if you kick it into the hand, it will facilitate a deeper back bend. Notice what's going on in the left shoulder. This one is really hard for balancing, so don't worry. And then very gently release, back to tabletop. A left foot outside of the left hand, whichever way you can, and begin to drag your hips forward and down. So notice what this side's got to say, how it feels. Notice your breath. It tells you a lot about how deeply you've gone into the pose. And again, you can use a block for this or a couple of blocks if you want to lower down onto your forearms. I feel this is appropriate for me to stay on the block here. Try to feel your body from the inside. So what's happening in your pelvis right now? What's going on in the spine? So this way, use your mat and yourself like you're in a petri dish and just observing what's going on as a scientist. And then walk yourself back up. If you were down, use the right hand to find stability. You can drop the right hip further down as you bend the right leg. And with or without a strap, see if you can grab hold of the foot. If neither is accessible, you're just going to stay with the foot lifted. This way you strengthen through the hamstrings, which is a lot harder than accessing a passive stretch. Both are useful. Just see what you can do. And using your breath as a tool, take a deep breath in. And slow down the exhalation. So twice more like this. Deep breath in. And even longer exhalation. Maybe your body has relaxed a little bit. You can bring the foot closer to your bum. Just don't push it. Work with your body, not against it. Just another breath here. It's all good. Relax your jaw and your shoulders. And then without slingshotting it, release. Bring the hips back, straightening through the left leg. So bring the hands wherever you need to find stability. And work on opening through the back of the left leg. Acknowledge any tightness. And inhale, shift yourself forward. And step back to tabletop. So this time we've got the right leg up. No, we've done the right leg. Left leg up. That's it. I think I got it right. With the right hand, grab hold of the left foot. And again, gauge what's going on. Squeeze the muscles in the back as you kick the foot into the hand. Try to lift through the inner edge of the left thigh. Gaze is down or at the tip of your nose. Draw the navel in. And then gently release. Moving through cat-cow. Inhale, drag your chest forward, drop your belly, lift the chin up. Exhale, strongly push the mat away, tuck your chin towards your chest. Twice more, breathing in. Extend your spine. And exhale, flex your spine. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And tuck your toes. Slide your hips back. And as you inhale, move into your version of downward dog. I'm going to stay here for 3 rounds of breath. And always as you transition, you want to focus on your breathing, because this is where we tend to be most mindless when we transition. Once you're in the pose, it's all good. But then when you want to move into something else, you lose the breath and awareness of the pose. So bend one leg and straighten the other, or invite any movement that feels good. Keep wrapping the shoulder blades around the upper back. And then as you inhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Bend your legs as much as you need to. And then as you exhale, ragdoll. So relax your upper body, your neck, your head, your arms. Maybe sashay the hips from side to side. And then come to the center. Inhale, lift up halfway. Hands down or on the shins. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to extended mountain. Sweeping the arms over the head. Look up. Exhale, arms by the sides. Tadasana Samastiti here. Inhale, sweep the arms up, extended. And exhale, leading with your chest, bending the legs if you need to. Slowly descend into a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. This time, interlace the fingers behind you. And extend them as much as you can. And drop the head down, tuck your chin towards your chest, and relax through the shoulders and the arms. So no effort here. Allow them to open when they're ready to. And you can always bend your elbows a little bit if you feel it's too much for the rotator cuff. And deltoids. Just a couple more breaths. And then bend your arms, release the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, make your way into plank. So you're going to hold it here. You can stay here on the forearms. Keep pushing through the shoulders, gentle roundness through the upper back. Squeeze your legs and your glutes. Use your entire body for the lift up. We're going to stay here for 3. For 2. You can do it. I'm doing it with you. For 1, and then drop the knees down, slowly lower all the way to your belly. Locust pose. Press through the back of your hands into the mat. Then as you inhale, roll the shoulders back and down and lift your torso. So really activate the muscles in the back line of your body, pressing down through the tops of the feet. And breathe. Keep sliding the shoulder blades down towards the hips. And then as you exhale, release. Do this version, or you can lift the legs up. So as you inhale, press through the back of the hands, lift your torso and the legs up. Try to keep the big toes together. Spine is long, look down. Notice what's going on. Just a little bit longer. And then slowly release. You can place one cheek down and just give yourself a moment of rest. Now you've got one of these options, or you can interlace the fingers behind you. Feet stay apart for this option. Roll the shoulders back and down as you lift up and lift the legs. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep lifting the torso and the legs up. And then release. Place the other cheek down. Then hands by your low ribs. Inhale up into cobra, up dog. It's one of your back bends. And as you exhale, squeeze your core and make your way into down dog. Slowly walk your feet towards your hands. And then as you exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, Samastitihi. Then inhale, lift your right knee up, arms over the head. And exhale, stay here, or you can bring the hands to your hips. So just for now, focus on grounding through the standing leg. Squeeze your core, notice what your body needs to stay upright. If your arms are extended, then as you exhale, take a long step back. Land with control. Frame the front foot and step back into down dog. And then inhale, roll over into plank. Exhale, your version of chaturanga. You can lower all the way down. Inhale into your back bend. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale with the core strength into your down dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, extended. Exhale, Samastitihi. The other side. So inhale, shift the weight onto the right leg. Bring the left knee up. Arms extended as though someone is pulling you up by a string attached to the top of your head. So hold it here. And then as you exhale, long step back. Front leg is bent. Frame the foot into down dog. And then roll over into plank if you wish. You can stay in down dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend, broaden through the chest. Exhale into down dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Exhale, Samasthiti here, return home. Grab your strap. You might not need it, but it's always good to have it handy. So, shift the weight onto the left foot, and the best way to apply Pada Bandha, which is the foot lock, is by lifting all of your toes and spreading them one by one. So that gives you more surface to balance on, and then it's essentially your foot works like a big tentacle or a suction pad. So when you do that, shift the weight onto that leg and begin to lift the right foot. So first of all, you can do it without the strap, maybe. Just grab hold of the right foot or the ankle, however you can, and return into this straight position. So feel what's going on in the shoulder. Focus on that downward energy. So rooting down through the standing leg, the thighs active. And then gently release. So that's one of the ways to access Natarajasana. This is one of the most accessible ones. So let's try on the other side. So spread your toes wide, shift the weight, and then lift the left foot. Then check if you can grab hold of it. Brace your core, gently tilt your pelvis back. And then maybe you extend the arm over the head. You can bring the index finger and thumbs together for Gyan Mudra. That may help you concentrate. And then gently release. So you see we're slightly modifying step by step. So now you can use the strap if you want to. You might as well grab it. So I like to make a small loop with it, so I can literally just put my foot through it, and I'll do it here. So again, it's just a little bit more accessible. But it's like I have myself on the lead. Okay, ground down through the left leg and begin to bend the right leg. So this isn't so bad, is it? So then you can bring the strap over the shoulder and see how that feels. So then if that's good, you can begin to gently tilt forward and lifting the leg. So you can bring the strap over the head and hold it with both hands. So you can stay here. You can go here, or if you want to, you can begin like a pendulum. Nearly lost my balance. Begin to tilt forward, lifting the leg up. So keep wrapping the elbows in, the triceps in, to find that wrapping action in the shoulder blades. And when you feel like you've had enough, you can very gently begin to let go of the strap. So I don't have the most graceful back bend. I can always really feel my back bends. But that's why I should do them even more. If you're naturally bendy, you might find this pose a lot more accessible. But I won strength in the lottery rather than flexibility. So let's try on the other side. Maybe that side feels a bit more stable, because also sometimes you might feel like you've got that expansion, you've got the openness in all the right places, but your balance is not there. So in which case, nothing can help you. You need to practice acceptance. So we've got the strap over the other ankle. Do what you can to find as much grounding to begin with, because then it should be easier. And then begin to bend the leg. Bring the strap over the shoulder. This is my more wobbly side. Well, we'll see how it goes. And then you can begin to pull onto the strap and just see how it goes. If you know you have weak shoulders, or you just struggle with your shoulders, you might want to bring the arms over the head quite early, so it's not too much of a shock to then get used to it. And then you begin to push the chest forward as you walk the hands on the strap towards the foot. Maybe lean forward and try to find a grounding through the standing leg. Find your breath. And just know that everything's okay. When you're ready, gently release. And remove the strap. Come to the top of your mat. Whoa. Inhale, extended mountain. And exhale, fold. Just to reset the spine. Inhale, half lift. And exhale into plank. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower down however you wish. Inhale, open up. Notice if it feels any different. And exhaling, strong core, back into your down dog. Then walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale, fold. Breathing in, rise up, long body. Exhale, Samastitihi. And then inhale, shift the weight onto the left leg. Bring the right leg up. And exhale, bring the arms down and keep the right leg bent, but bring it behind you. So then grab hold of the foot and just try not to use the strap, because then this way you're mobilizing your body, like motivating it to find a bit more space and strength where you are. Then extend the left arm over the head with the mudra or without. And holding on to the foot or the ankle, begin to kick the foot into the hand as you gently lean forward. Meet yourself where you are, don't push it. It's not like there's a prize. And try to find that back bend, squeezing the muscles along the spine, keeping the chest open. And then gently return to the center, shake it out. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale into a fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale into plank. Breathe in. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, open up through the chest. And exhale into down dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, come home, Samastitihi. Inhale, bring the left arm, your left knee up, arms over the head. And then as you exhale, bring the arms down, left foot goes behind. See if you can grab hold of it. And you can hold either the outside of the ankle or the inside. I always hold on the outside, so let's see how this one goes. Bring the right arm over the head. So this one kind of works like a pendulum to help you stay balanced. And this is already the full expression of the pose. If you want to go deeper, it's your choice. This one still helps you sharpen concentration and focus. If you want to move slowly, try to keep lifting through the inner edge of the left thigh. Set your gaze, your drishti at a still point. Maybe gaze at the tip of your nose. And when you're ready, return to the center. Shake it out. So sweep your arms from side to side. Really relax through the spine. You can close your eyes. And then we're moving very slowly down through that sweeping motion. It's like rainbow rhythms. We're moving into yellow, in case anyone gets that reference. And then when you're in forward fold, just stay here for a moment. Give yourself a big hug. So grab the opposite shoulder. Spread your upper back. Want to undo all of the back bending. Maybe sway from side to side. And then whichever way you like, transition to seated. With the legs in front of you, lift your spine out of the pelvis. So you've got that forward pelvic tilt. So we're not rounding here, but actually you want to minimize this gap. And bring the hands wherever they want to go, wherever they can go. Feet are flexed. Inhale, long spine. And as you exhale, fold. So keep the engagement through the core to stabilize through the lower back so that it can release, but it's not stressed, but in a bad way, because it is being stressed right now. If you want to, if you feel your body's welcoming it, you can go slightly deeper, pulling the shoulder blades down towards your hips. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale here. And then options. So you can cross your right foot over the left knee and stay here. Or if you feel like your hips are fairly open, you can tuck your left foot just with twists. It's so hard to gauge what side I'm talking about. So you press down through the right big toe to find grounding through the right hip, and then hug your right leg with the left arm, and you can stay here, or you can bring the right arm behind you, opening through the right shoulder. So long spine, core engaged. Either look behind the right shoulder or stay wherever it feels good in your neck. Keep the shoulders loose and soft. And then come back to the center. Switch the legs. So if you had the leg extended, don't know if anyone did, then you cross the left foot over the right knee. Or if you want to, tuck it in. And just spend a moment to gauge how it feels. Try not to get frustrated if one side feels drastically different. So pause for a moment, settle and ground down through the hips. And then hug the left knee with the right arm. Push the chest and the torso towards the leg. Either stay here or left hand behind you and play with the position of your neck. Keep squeezing your belly and pressing the leg and the torso together, because that helps to deepen the posture, and thus you gain more benefits from the twisting action. Because essentially why twisting are known to be detoxifying is that they foster the process of detoxification that happens in the body, and by cutting out some of the blood flow, then when you come out of the twist, then your body is flushed with fresh blood flow, and that essentially fosters that process. When you're ready, inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, stay. And then make your way into Shavasana. So grab your blankets, jumpers, anything just to make it a little bit nicer. And if there's anything that your body's still craving, so knees to chest, rock from side to side, or whatever you feel that your body wants you to do, then go for it. Just to shake off any residue of tension or tightness. And then when you're ready, extend the arms and legs out. Try to keep your palms up. So that helps you open through the shoulders and also open through the heart. Now breathe in for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds with me. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in naturally, rhythmically. Relax through the legs, through the belly, your lower back, all around your torso, your upper chest, your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. Relax through the throat, the neck, the jaw, temples, eyebrows, the back of your head, and the crown of your head. Start taking deeper, more conscious breaths in, and slowly introduce some movement into the body. When you're ready, roll onto one side and spend a moment there reacquainting with your body, noticing any shifts, any changes, however subtle. And then slowly bring yourself back up into a comfortable seat. If you wish, you can unmute yourself. So returning to your seat, close your eyes and bring the hands at your heart. So feel your heart space. Notice the quality of your thoughts and emotions now compared to the beginning of the practice. And let's close it with one round of Om. So take a deep breath in. And softly open your eyes. Thank you very much for your practice with me today. Namaste.
Hey.
Well done, everyone. How did you find Natarajasana, the dancer's pose? I don't think we've done it in a while, have we?
It was really hard.
Yeah, it's always hard. It's at the moment, one of my least favorite postures, because it's really hard to stand on one leg and then you're meant to find a back bend. And my back bends never feel deep enough, it's this whole, I have to go through this whole process of non-attachment. So, yeah, I can totally relate that it's hard, but apparently the poses that we dislike the most are the ones that we should do the most because they teach us whatever they meant to teach us. So I think that it teaches me humility, whatever it is for you.
It
it's
made me really
interesting.
happy when I finally did it. It was only for
Yeah.
about 3 seconds before I fell.
It's amazing. But in those moments, those 3 seconds, they feel like a lifetime.
I felt so proud of myself.
Yes, and you should be. Well done, Rosie.
Good job.
Okay. So have a lovely evening, everyone, and I'll see some of you on Thursday, and if not on Tuesday, right? Okay. So much love.
Bye.
I'll see you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.